Hey, welcome to this session. Today, we are going to be talking about record view options. And the things that we're talking about are going to be tough, but I have faith that you're going to be able to get it just fine. And as usual, my goal is not to sit here and teach you, it's to help you understand so that you can get the most out of your CRM system. So let's get into it. So from our list view, which we talked about last time, we are going to click onto a record. So we would just select the name and it'll take us into the record view. So we're going to have tons of options here. So let's break it down so that you can understand what's going on. Number one, in the upper left-hand corner, we have a few things here. Some people, it's hard for them to see a name on the screen and relate that to an actual person. And so what we do is add a photo to the record to help make that connection, make it a little bit more personal, and then they're able to take better care of that lead. So if we want to create or add a picture, we would click here, we would click upload image, and then we would be able to open up our files and add something there. Next, we have these underneath. These are called tags. So we can create new tags or use existing tags. So for example, if I wanted to do urgent, I would just type it in and I would find that it's already there. Now let's say that we want a new tag that's not there already. Then we would just type in whatever we want it to be, press enter, and now you have a new tag. And these are great for filtering records. So we talked about some filters and some different views you could use before. This is another way to filter records. And then also at the top on the right-hand side, we can send an email directly from this record. So if we click that button, it'll open up a window for us to compose an email. And we can insert a template through here as well. Where to select one, it would populate here. If we have a phone system like RingCentral that integrates with Zoho, we could click call and make a phone call. We can convert, so that means we would be converting this lead into a contact. And then we have some more options over here. So we have clone. So let's say, for example, we have a husband and a wife. The husband's already in the system, the wife is not. A lot of their information is the same, like their address and things like that. So we would be able to clone the husband's record and then just change the necessary information. And then we have the wife's record and we saved a little bit of time. We have delete, which I always say, I don't recommend deleting anything in your system. Even if this is a lost lead, they may come back. You need to contact them in the future for some reason, or you want to put them on a campaign. So we want to keep the data in the system. That's how we're building reports and things like that. If we're deleting it, then we're not able to have that data to build those reports. We can share via click. So before we talked about Zoho Click down here where we can chat with each other. So let's say that I had a question about this lead and I need to share it with my manager, then I would be able to click share via click and send it over to my manager. We can find and merge duplicates. So let's say I was searching for Bob Smith and a few different records came up and I need to clean up that database. So I would click find and merge duplicates and it's going to bring me to this page. And if you click the minus, you can unselect any of the unnecessary information. And if you want to add something, you would just click the plus button. But let's say I want to search by first, last name, and email. I would do that and then click search. And if there were more than one Bob Smith in my system, it would show up down here and I would be able to merge those records. We also have enriched data. So this is a really cool feature. Let's say I wanted some more information about Bob and the company that he works at, but I don't have time to go on a hunt on the internet for it. Enriched data is AI built by Zoho that will do that for you. You can customize your business card through here. So by selecting something and using these arrows, you can change the information that's shown. And we're going to go into more detail about that in just a second. And everything else basically on here is going to be more for your developers. Now, in this first box up here, we have our blueprint. We're not really going to get into that today. Just know it's one of the ways that we automate things. So these are actual buttons, and it's going to guide you through the lead process. The second box here, this is the business card we were just talking about. So if you click on the field name, then you would be able to change what field is here. This is very important because let's say you have a salesperson and you want them to have the information that they need the most in a place where they can easily access it instead of scrolling through the whole record to try to hunt that information down. So now I know exactly what company Bob works at. I know what his phone number is, what his email is, and I'm able to work efficiently based on this. Next to that, we have the best time to call an email. So based on Bob answering our phone calls, opening our emails, responding to things, it's going to generate a best time to call an email. Now, I don't have any best time in this record because this is a demo system, so I'm not actually calling or emailing Bob, but in your system, it would actually show you the best time to do that. And if we keep scrolling down, we have our sections and fields. So we have all these fields in the system, and the bold part here, these are called our sections. So if we only had a bunch of fields, it would be really hard to navigate the system and pinpoint where certain information is. So that's why we break it into sections. So let's say I need to change the follow-up date, then I know that I need to go to the what's next section. So it helps you navigate it a little easier.